Would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a mule? Now a mule is an animal with long funny ears. He kicks up at anything he hears. His back is brawny and his brain... Greetings, peeps, and welcome to the mid-semester check-in. I hope everyone is having a great semester so far and things are going along beautifully for you. My apologies for the apparent radio silence. It's just been one calamity after another with respect to technology lately, as well as power failures. So it seems like once I get to a place where I feel like I'm all caught up, the power goes out or I have an internet outage. So I'm sure many of you have experienced these things too. So it seems like everything's working now. So hopefully we won't have too much more of that, if any. So one of the things I wanted to point out in this check-in is that we have some assignment due dates, and up to now there have been no dates specified in our online text with respect to start and end dates, and this is no longer the case. I've placed a due date of October 26th for sections 1 through 7, including the midterm, so you have a little bit more time in the midterm. This is to allow everyone a chance to complete any missed work that you might have up to this point. So despite what you might have seen on the detailed course calendar, you have until October 26th, okay? So that's, what is that, about a week away, to complete these assignments. So I've also adjusted our detailed course calendar to reflect these new deadlines. A little bit of a word about grading. Please remember to be patient with regard to grades, okay? Your essays and your written assignments will be graded, I promise you, and I'm making every effort to accommodate all the students and give everyone enough time to complete assignments. So as many have experienced some internet and even power outages recently, I hope this will give everyone a chance to catch up. So please allow at least until October 26th for the grades to be submitted. They will be submitted, I do promise you, and if I get to them ahead of that, I will. But if not, just understand that I have to wait until all of the assignments, all of the essays, all of the exams have been submitted. A little note about podcasts. Now you'll notice on the detailed course calendar that it says podcast. And there are some podcasts that I am offering to this class. The issue again has been a technological one as well as a scheduling one. What happens is I go out and I record both audio and video, a live performance of a local artist from our area. And I do have 4 artists that I have scheduled to record. And what will happen is you'll get to watch the podcast and then you can submit questions to this artist. This is an optional thing. And then you can have your questions are going to be presented to the artist in the podcast interview. So, which is broadcast a little bit after the performance. So more about that as we go along, but I just wanted to let you know that those are going to happen. It's just simply been a matter of scheduling. So once I know these dates, I will post them and you'll be notified in ample time. One more item about that, just remember that these are in 3 parts. First, there's a performance vid. This is what you watch, an excerpt or excerpts from a live performance by one of the artists. And then you will come up with questions for the artist, like you'll submit 1 to 2 questions to the artist. This is not a graded exercise. This is just sort of for fun for you. And then there will be a podcast interview, and that's where I have the artists come into my studio and we interview them on the podcast show, and we ask your questions up to the artist at that point. And then if you watch the podcast, and you get to hear your questions being asked.
and answered, hopefully. Okay. So, as always, if you have any questions regarding assignments, the textbook, e-learning, anything regarding to our course, I encourage you to just shoot me an email. I'll be happy to answer your question to the best of my abilities. Also, if for some reason you should need to meet with me, we can do that face-to-face in my office on campus at Delta, or I'm happy to work out a Zoom meeting. I've done this with a few students in this class this semester, so it's not impossible. We can certainly do that. Also, I will say that I am watching what you do. I do check in and periodically to see, okay, are we completing assignments? Are we, how are we doing? If I notice that you are maybe like lagging behind, or I might notice that you're struggling a little bit, you'll get an email from me and I'll say, hey, what's up? Can I help? Is there something going on? And this is just simply to keep the lines of communication open and to make it as accessible for you as possible. So please don't misinterpret my emails. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to get you to be engaged in the course. Remember that I do not grade on exams and quizzes and all of that alone. I grade on effort and participation. So if I don't have a participation frame of mind from you, I'm probably going to email you and say, hey, what's going on? Okay? As always, if you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'm happy to answer them. So I've enjoyed reading your introductions. We will have some more discussion topics coming up. These are what do you think type questions. So I enjoy reading your responses, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So looks like you guys are having fun with jazz. It looks like you're having fun with learning about the jazz artists and the jazz genre. So this next discussion topic, I think, will give you an opportunity to maybe express a little bit more of that. Okay, folks, look forward to grading your exams and grading your essays, and we'll see you soon.
Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? There's nothing too good for a girl that's so true. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? I bought you a fur coat for Christmas, a diamond ring, a Cadillac car, and everything. Love makes me treat you the way that I do.